everybody. I know it has been a while since I've done any type of videos on here, so today I thought I'd do one featuring Sweet Kawaii designs. I've got like 30 packages sitting right here and some stuff to go over, so we'll go ahead and go through one of the packages. So this was my last big order from the last Big Friday sale. So she had some coasters that came out. I don't believe they're still available. Last I checked, because they do go very fast, but I try to get them as soon as they come out because I've been collecting them ever since she started doing them. So there's that one. And then there's the new one featuring the new character Biscuit, which is super cute. So those are my two coasters that I got. And then this one's going to be the big order that I also got. Yeah, it's this one. So there's also new freebies coming around soon, but I think this one is still from the last batch. So I do try to collect everybody's. I hope I managed to collect everybody. Sometimes I accidentally repeat and then I either miss somebody's or I order so much that I just end up with like 2 of everybody's. So there is a new batch of freebies coming out right now for all the PR girls. This was from the last Freebie Friday. So there was a caffeinated set, so it's all coffee related. Isn't that super cute? So April freebie. Yeah, so this was still from the April order. Okay, and then the postcard. I ordered more May Wacky Holidays just as an individual sheet. I do get them because I do sub to the monthlies, but I wanted an extra one for some of my journaling. Part of my goals is to maybe attempt to do some of these on the days. Like, obviously I celebrated Star Wars Day. I really didn't celebrate Cinco de Mayo this year. But there's a few of them that I can like are pretty easy, like maybe some of the any of the food ones. Wine Day is definitely a must. But all that kind of stuff, like I just thought they'd be really cute to add into like some of my journaling pages. So I ordered an extra set of those, and then here's some of the coffee decal I ordered. But first, coffee, rise and grind. These are completely adorable. I am a huge coffee person. So when Tasia came out with these, I was like super excited because then I knew I was going to get a bunch of coffee decals. I mean, not decals, stickers, sorry. And then here's from her new Taylor Swift songs that she did. She did decals as well as stickers, but I wanted the stickers more because look at how freaking cute these are. It's Connie, Frank, and Poe. I think Frank is actually the one that's crying, and there's Poe, my spirit animal, not giving a care in the world, just drinking his drink. And then I also got some borders for my journaling pages. I'm realizing I'm actually really liking adding these into some of my journals pages in my Hobonichi cousin. So I got all of the ones that she had available that I had not already gotten. This one, I think I'm going to order a few more of these because I do coffee stuff a lot. But isn't that super cute? All the different iced coffees. And then there was the gardening one. And the good vibes one. See, I think I ordered, I went through her page and just ordered all the deco borders strips because I think they're super cute to add into the journaling, and I've gotten really into doing like my journaling pages. There's that. And then I also got the journaling kit, which I'll open right now. So she came out with the 2 new kits of the caffeinated. So I have the cousin kit I'll show, and then the journaling kit, which I do put also in my cousin daily pages. So this is the journaling caffeinated page. And so now usually I make these stretch for a whole week. So I'll use these 2 sheets along with, if she does it, the page a days, which here, I'll show you that one next. Or, oh, hold on. Or if she doesn't have one of these that match the, like the journaling kit, I just use my regular like blank page a day ones and then just kind of add it in with like either deco or something like that. So like this page a day and then the journaling, I combine them all for like a week and I make like a week's spread in my daily pages. So that's how I've been doing it, and it's been coming out super, super cute. Like combining them and then stretching out the entire pages. So there's that. In fact, if you give me 1 second, I will go grab them and show you. So for instance, this one's kind of already filled out. So she did like the Mother's Day one. So I used some of the blank page a day stuff to add into like this. And then this was the journaling kit. And I just kind of added my own stuff since she didn't have the page a days to match the Mother Days kit. So I just used, like I said, the blank ones. And then did I do it for the following week? Yeah, I did. So, and then the following week, she had the page a days in the gardening set. And she had the journaling. Let me double check my... Yes, and she had the journaling kit in the garden. So, for instance, I don't know if you can see it. My camera thing doesn't like to... My phone stand doesn't like to work with me sometimes. So, I added the... So, it's a mixture of the journaling pages and the mixture of the page a days, and then I like just stretch it out for the entire week. I buy a lot of $2 Tuesday stuff, so that's where I get the extra scalloped boxes and stuff like that. So instead of like doing this, so these are the two that usually come with it because it's meant for 2 days. So then I just add like my deco. I add my own type of washi in at the top and the bottom. Like that, and then I use these quarter boxes for or are they the half boxes? I always forget which ones are the quarters and which ones are the halves, but then I use this for like the dates, and then like I said, I just add deco. Sometimes I have extra washi, sometimes I use my own washi tape. So like I said, this is the mixture of the journaling kit. So if like for instance this is the journal, my goodness, the garden journaling kit and the journal page a day, so that it kind of so I just kind of did that. Like I said, I combined it. She happened to also have large deco for like the garden, so I was able to like do a mixture of a little bit of everything. I usually add like the page a day stuff, like the big like these on the days that I have off, because I tend to like run more errands and do stuff, because I work 10-hour work days. So usually like if I'm at work that day, I don't have a lot going on besides work. And then those are like the ones where it's just like decorative, and then like the washi strips and all that kind of stuff. But are the dates on this one? Oh yeah, they're right there. But like my days off are the ones that like I'll add stuff like this. So usually if I see one of these on my journaling pages, it's because I had a day off, and then like I'll list like things to do. Like I said, I had one in here that like I just did. Like, so like today this is going to be my journaling at the end of the night, but this is stuff that I'm off today, so this is stuff that I have to do today, and then I'll just do my journaling this day I'm like just back at work, so it's really not a lot to do. It's just the journaling. But that's how I use these two together. If she has two of them that match, if she doesn't, I'll buy the journaling, and I just use my regular page a day stuff to add in on my like just like my days off, and then deco stickers and stuff like that to kind of create my pages. So that's kind of an idea that I've been doing for that. Let me move this aside. So that's what I've been doing with those. And then, oh, I'm messing all my stuff up right now, and I totally forgot to put my stuff back in. Okay. So that's what I've been doing with those. And then I also got the, so I use a cousin, so I get the cousin size, but she has it in vertical, weeks. Why am I blinking? It's a vertical and a weeks and itty bitty. Sorry, that was the other one that in sizes. And she'll walk through the sizes and stuff like that if you're new to the shop and don't know what like the itty bitty and stuff like that is. Those are just basically the same ones, but they're like an inch by inch and they're like super, super tiny. And I've used those before too. So here's the caffeinated kit. All the full boxes. Does it say? Sometimes I like coffee more than people. This is probably me every single day. Besides, like, I like coffee and my cat, and that's about it. I don't rise and shine. I caffeinate and hope for the best. Basically me every single morning. There's coffee. I don't give a frap. Oh my God. So Poe is 100% my spirit animal. And this is why. Things like that is why Poe is my spirit animal. I love Poe. I love Poe so much. And then there she has got deco stuff at the bottom. All our half and quarter boxes. I love these coffee ones. I need a sheet. I don't know if she's gonna, Tessa, if you see this, I need an entire sheet of just these little coffee ones because those are adorable. And then the last page is usually your date covers and then your washi strips. So it's enough for the entire week, and that usually just goes into my weekly layout. So such as if I can mark my stuff correctly in here, I will show you. And sometimes I try to match it, sometimes I don't. So if I keep flipping through these, not all of the daily pages are going to match the weekly layouts. Because sometimes I'll do the weekly layouts way in advance and then the daily pages later. Sometimes I do them both in advance, and it just depends on what kits I have. So like I said, sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. It's not really that big of a deal. But like this is my week layout for this week. So they happen to, yes, both be Mother's Day. So like that's usually what my layouts look like with my kits. And like how I do them. This one's kind of one that's filled out. If I take this off for like next week, for instance, it's not quite filled out yet. But you can at least see what I basically do. I pretty much use almost every sticker from her weekly kits. And then I've been doing this again. I did this last year and then I stopped doing it, and then I started doing it again where I do so like this one here too, where I do like a washi tape at the top just to kind of give it a little bit more pop. So here's another one that I did that's just set up. I'm still a little too nervous to just do an actual plan with me, guys, and plus my photo stand, as you can see by the way I'm angling it, isn't the greatest until I get a brand new one. I can't quite do the plans with me yet, and plus I'm kind of nervous. They look like they're neat, but that takes a lot of it takes a lot of strategic concentrating and me going back and forth to look at like my past layouts to see what I did. But yeah, so that's how I would like use that weekly layout that I just gave you, and then I always like add all that stuff, and then like how I just showed you the blank one, it looks like before I start adding all this stuff. And anytime I can not physically write something down, I'm all for it because I don't like my writing. So I use as many of the typography stickers and stuff as possible. But anyways, that's what that kind of looks like, so that you can see what it looks like kind of all spread out. I also got my July subscription in. So we'll go ahead and look at that, and then I'll kind of show you what that looks like too. Now the monthly subscriptions you can actually get, I think it releases in the shop like roughly a week after it comes out. So like this one's isn't in the shop yet, but it might be in by like next week. And a lot of this stuff you can get separately, especially if you're like, so this all goes into my cousin, but if you have a monthly that's smaller or bigger and you want to like do different sizings for stuff, then you don't necessarily have to get the subscription. It's a little bit cheaper if you get it all together, and it's a little bit more convenient. There's a few exclusives that you can't get in the shop, but most of this you can. So this is the monthly. So I do the Hobo Cousin because that's what I get. You could always buy these separately in the shop when it comes out to fit the sizes you need. I usually put this little guy in my month, like my beginning month page in my A6, just so I can utilize it. And then here is the July, along with the wacky holidays for July. Wait, what is this one? World UFO Day, Eat Your Beans Day. That's funny. I don't know where she comes up with these, but they are amazing. I just saw Wine and Cheese Day. I may partake in Wine and Cheese Day. I'm not gonna lie. So that's usually like would be your monthly, and again, you can get these. Where did it go? All individually, in the shop when it comes out, and again, it usually releases about a week. I could be wrong. It could be 2 weeks, but it might be a week later. So if you give me 1 second before I head too much into that, I'll show you kind of what the monthly looks like. I think I did my June already. Or I guess I can just show you my May. But yeah, I'll just show you my May since that's what I have open. So here is my May. I like the way she did it this time around. The very simplicity of it, like without all the extra boxes and stuff, because I never really used all the extra stuff. So here's the vertical strip, and then the washi at the bottom, the date, the days at the top, and then the date covers, and then the wacky holidays in there, and then I'll like write in, like, for instance, my mom's birthday is in May. I had a mini vacation that we're here today. Today's my last day. I'm super, super, super sad about it because I don't want to go back to work. So that's kind of like my monthlies aren't that big of a deal. Besides my vacation and my mom's birthday and like Mother's Day, which I already had the sticker for. Wasn't a whole lot going on. I actually meant to add something in on the 10th. So if anybody celebrates the 10th, the 10th is a Mexican Mother's Day. Which I usually do. I usually do one or the other with my mom. Traditionally, we always celebrated regular's Mother's Day, but sometimes if I get the opportunity, like if I can't see her on the Mother's Day, but I can get Mexican Mother's Day off, then I'll do that one. But this year, I'll actually see her on Mother's Day for a little while. So anyways, that's what that monthly layout would look like in your Hobonichi Cousin. And again, mine are all the Hobo Cousin, so it's going to look a little different depending on what you get. But that's kind of what the concept of this will look like when you kind of put it all together. Okay. So, but again, you can get these all individually in the shop when it comes out, if you use different sizing for your planners. So there's that. So now here's the two exclusives. So the deco, my goodness, the full page sticker is exclusive into the subscription. So this is based off of your sizing. If you go to her YouTube channels, when she explains it, she'll explain the sizing and what fits best for you too. She goes through all the different sizes. She's really good about it. Any questions, I mean, she's super fast in answering anything too. If you decide to change your subscription, like I just did for my Kawaii subscription, I added something else to it and she responded and changed it for me like super fast. But anyways, so this is the full page. So this is an exclusive one to the subscription. So if you get the subscription, this is what you get. If you get it a la carte, then you won't get this one. And here, this is the other page that's exclusive to the subscription. It's always the first page. So like if you get everything a la carte, this is the page you will not get because it's exclusive to the subscription. So what it is, it'll give you little dates to like remind you when reveals are, the payments and the shipping. And then it's just a bunch of extra deco. So again, I mean, these are the two exclusives. If you're okay not having them because you want to piece your monthly subscription together, maybe you want the month and not the weeks, or maybe you want the weeks and not the month, then by all means, everything else I'll show you will be in the shop. But But these are the 2 exclusives, and if you do have everything that's the same size, like I happen to use this all for my Hobonichi cousin, then it is a little bit cheaper. It's it's either 25 or 30. I have both subscriptions, so I tend to mix them up a little bit. I want to say this one's the $30 one. And like these are 2 exclusives, and then the shipping is included. So she doesn't charge extra for shipping on these. Okay, so here is the weekly. So it's usually like 10 pages, something like that. So here is all the header stickers, which I have now loved using. I'm now using them to separate things in my weeks. I don't know let me show you again what I've been doing for that. So now I wasn't using a lot of them for a long time. I was only using them up here for my dates, the focusing, but now I'm also using them this way to like split all my stuff. And it's kind of nice because I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually using them now. They're not just sitting there. Some people I know make like borders and stuff out of them. So there's like a lot of different ways you can use them. I also use them in other planners to separate and do things with that too. So now I actually will use pretty much this full page within a certain time frame. Okay, so looks like the date covers the date covers in this week's usually match. So it looks like there's little watermelons this time around. So there's that one. Should do this so that I don't lose my page numbers. And then it comes with the weekly trackers, more deco, sunshine on my mind. Well, it's California. It's usually always sunny over here. And then the checklist. I love when she does like the creative little checklist. I mean, don't get me wrong, the scalps are fine, but these are, when she comes up with these, they're always my favorite. And I'm not gonna lie, I hoard them. I try not to use them because like I don't want to use them all because they're always so cute. Okay, and then here's your half boxes or quarter. I told you I always forget which one's my half boxes and which ones are the quarter boxes. But either way, they're little watermelons, and I want an entire sheet of watermelons. So again, if you're seeing this, I would like an entire sheet of watermelons because those are adorable. So then there's those. And then here is the full boxes. And if you go to her reveal videos, she walks through all of this, and then again, all the different sizes. And she's probably a lot more detailed than I am, but I'm just kind of just showing you what it looks like. Because I know the subscription for this one, I believe it's already closed. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It runs through the 1st through the 10th, I believe. I believe it's still open, or maybe I'm thinking of the different subscriptions. Again, I have 2 different subscriptions, and at this point, I don't remember. I know you get charged on the 1st for these ones, so I could be wrong on the dates to sign up. I think, though, you have until the 10th to sign up for this one. If you happen to see it and want it. But again, I know she will have them in the shop too, so you're not really missing out too much on this stuff. Just those exclusives I showed you. There's some more full boxes, and it is enough for the month if you stretch it out. I just tend to, I'll like heavy one of my weeks really heavy with some of these stickers. Like I'll use both of my double boxes and stuff like that. In fact, I'll show you in just a second how I do that. And then so I end up using a lot of them. So then here's the date covers. I love the watermelons. They're so cute. And then you do get, if I can grab them, you do get 2 pages worth of washi. So it's supposed to be like 4 weeks, like a whole month's worth of washi. And I love now that she does deco at the bottom, because any extra deco I love deco pages. So isn't that cute? So that is for that. So like I said, let me see if I can find my maze really quick, just to show you. That's not my May. Did I not use my May? Sorry, maybe I didn't use May. Or maybe I did and I don't remember what May looks like. That could very well be a thing. Oh, no, this is May. Okay. The one I did show you guys already, that was May. So sometimes for like the monthlies, I'll just really double up on, like, I'll use both of the doubles. And like I just really layer up on a lot of the stickers just because I know I have them. So like that's like May, this is May monthly, for instance. I haven't used June's yet. I have it, but I haven't used it yet. Sorry for you guys probably, but that's usually what my weeks look like. I mean, you can see it. I was just trying to be nice, but that's usually what my weeks are like, especially back at work. All right, so that's how I do, like, that's, for instance, that is the May monthly. So you can just kind of get a gist of how to use it. Again, you can stretch them out. They definitely will last for 4 weeks. But I like to use something different every single week, so I tend to buy a lot of the new kits as well. I also did a big $2 Tuesday purchase, along with something extra, and I'll show you what I'm going to do right now. Oh, I got another one. Cool. Or I might have ordered an extra one. Who knows? I do a lot of random stuff these days, and I don't know what I do it for. So that's what I got my last order. So this was from my random $2 Tuesday big purchase I made. So I kind of stocked up on all, like, the past months. So I have January's, I can't remember what collection that is right now. But like some of the January, some of the February's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, because I'm going to be doing a memory planner. Now, there is, why can't I think of her name right now? I know her name, but I'm trying to think of her YouTube channel. Living the Planner Life, I want to say, is her YouTube channel, but it's Rachel. She's one of the PR girls for Sweet Kawaii Design. She's the one that got me into the idea. She even showed me how to print everything. But because I'm starting back in January, the last 2 days I've been trying to find, like, make my 4x6 pages the size of this. So basically a 4x6 picture, regular 4x6 picture, if you do it so that there's 8 pictures on one sheet, it comes out to roughly this size, right? So my plan was, I've used this planner before, I used it last year, but my plan was to, I'm hitting my phone. Let me open it over here. So my plan was to, get the 4x pictures, do the daily, because I know she does it too. Hers is beautiful, by the way. So if you check out her memory planner one, she uses a different planner, and now she has her own little setup and her own little printer. So hers are actually smaller than that, and I think she gets more out of it. But because I was trying to do her old school way on how she taught me how to do it. But because I was trying to do so much, and the way that these photo printer services work, I got all the way through January and all the way through February. I exited out, and for some reason it didn't save my cart, and it deleted half of my progress that I made. And I got so angry that I was going to be like, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to do it. It took way too much time to get 8 photos into the shot, and I'm not going to go all the way back through January again. But instead of getting completely frustrated and maybe doing it the traditional way, because it's going to look a little funky and it's going to look a little weird, but instead of doing it the traditional one day, considering I have this pretty layout, and since I probably wouldn't do like a week of unless if I had extra pictures anyways, what we're going to do is I think I'm going to print 4 pictures on a standard 4x6, because again, I have a photo printer and stuff like that, but I haven't set it up yet, and because I'm printing so much right now, I don't want to waste all my ink yet, so I'm just going to get these pre-done, and then when I can get my little tiny canvas printer set up, then I can start doing it that way. But until then, I'm going to go back when I'm not frustrated and want to throw my phone because of an app away. I'm going to do 4 per 4x6 photo. And then I think what I'm going to do is, this is the idea, and I will show you guys if I get to the idea, unless if I get frustrated and just throw this project away. Use these. So like these will be used in like probably a 2-week, because I'm not going to be able to, A, I'm not doing them traditionally anymore, and B, I knew I was going to use a lot of pictures, so because the pictures were the same size, I really would have only gotten like 3 at max, and if I even used one of these, it would be like 1 and then 2 pictures, so I already knew I could stretch these for a couple of weeks per spreads. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of juxtapose the stickers, since I've been a little bit better of like, oh, the sticker has to like lay completely neat within the columns, because I buy stickers now that don't fit into columns and I do weird things. I've learned to live with the sideways juxtaposition of stickers, and it doesn't bother me as much anymore to like live outside the lines per se, because I'm one of those people. But we're going to go a little gray here. Kathleen's going to stop being black and white, and she's going to go a little in the gray zone. But that's my idea, so that we'll do, just for instance, so we'll do some deco, or like the full boxes, and then we'll do some of the pictures, and we'll just kind of memory it for the week. So like this will be the week of, oh Lord, what it was. We'll just use, for instance, we'll just go to myth. So for instance, it's maybe the week of May 5th through the 11th, or I should say the 4th through the 12th, since I'll do a Monday start. And then I'll kind of write that somewhere in here, and then I'll like lay out some of the pictures that kind of happened that week that I want to represent. And at least this way, they're not going to be so tiny. They'll be a little bit bigger. I've been wanting to do some type of memory planner like this anyways, but I also, this paper is a little bit thicker so that I know it can handle it. Unlike the Hobonichi can handle it, but just it's a little bit thicker. And because it's spiral bound, I'm not worried about it puffing up too bad and not really it laying flat. Because again, I used this planner last year, so I know exactly, I know exactly how it works. I know exactly how to function it. And then I'm not sure what I'll use the notes and stuff for the back. There's a couple of journal prompts that I have that I might use back here. I do write in my journal in my Hobonichi as like my catch-all, as like, this is how my day went, today was this. But I also have some stickers that are journal prompts, and so I might, because it's part of this, I might actually do that on the back of these pages. Probably not for May, because I might not get to it in time. So for June, we're just going to make Kathleen the goal for June to get some journaling prompts. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So again, if I don't get frustrated with doing the 4 through a picture and manage to get them printed out and set up and get January through current set up in here, I will come back and I will show you if that process worked. And if I get a phone stand better before then, maybe I'll even show you how I'm doing it. But anyways, that is pretty much all today, folks. So I just wanted to show you some of my mail from her. She is one of my favorite shops. I think I all but beg her to be a PR girl for her almost every time I have a conversation with her. But her PR girls are pretty much set. And I don't think she's be adding anybody anytime soon. But she knows that I bug her enough that if she ever decides to add a new girl, add me. Only because I like 90% of my stickers were probably from her. She was the first shop I ever discovered, so she'll always be my first love of everything. Even as I add more stuff, I always go back to Sweet Kawaii Design. Anyways, so that's pretty much all my mail, what I plan to do with it, how it looks. Again, I was using the Hobonichi Cousins, so some of the layouts and stuff I was showing you. Keep that in mind, that's what I use for my dailies, for my weeklies and stuff. I do have a bunch other journals, but not specifically for these stickers. So I just want to show you how I lay it out in my cousin. But you can do it in any size planner you want. I was using the vertical last year, so that's what I was doing last year. This is my first year in the cousin, and I just fell in love with it. But anyways, that's pretty much all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you can go down below, hit the like button for me, I would truly appreciate it. If you're not already subbed to my channel, please subscribe. I will try to get a little bit better with posting some videos. My life is super busy. Like I said, I usually work 10-hour shifts a day, so I'm usually out of my house for about 50 to 60 hours a week, depending on life. So I do the best I can, along with all the 6 or 7 planners and PRs and everything else that I do. So I will try to be a little bit better at making more videos. This one's a little bit different than just showing Happy Mail like I'm used to doing. So I'm progressing slowly but surely. So again, if you can go down below, leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like, let me know what you maybe want to see more of. Anything that you'd like to say, and then if you can subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Hey.